live, or should I hit the, yes, he is. All right, there we go. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody. As I said, this is the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer ambassador team conference call. It's our big meeting night. It's our training night. It's our announcement night. It's everything night. And for you new folks, there was at least 22 of you that got a chance to say hello. I want you to write this down. Do yourself a favor and never miss a Tuesday night call. All the magic, all the big announcements, everything that's important to your success is announced and launched on this Tuesday night call. If Rory and Tanya are going to add something to the system, whether it's a product or service that we get to market or a tool that we get to use, they're going to launch that on Tuesday night, never any other night of the week. We launch it on Tuesday, we train on it on Saturday. Write that down. New launches on Tuesday, train on it on Saturday. And that's the importance of it. So please do yourself that favor. Never miss a Tuesday night call. Anytime they add something to this system, is something to help you make more money. And no one should miss that ever. Don't ever miss out on something that's going to help you make more money. So welcome to the 22 brand new folks. My name is Niall Eddy, and I was so excited about all the Florida people sounding off at the end. Why? Because that's where I'm at, in the state of Florida. I'm also a resident of the Sunshine State. I've been here since 2005. So I've been here for a while. I've been visiting for about 20 years before that, and finally moved here in 2005. And I was in North Florida when I started. I moved to South Florida. Now I'm in Central Florida because I found this little spot that has about 1,200 lakes all around me, which means I get to fish every single one of those. And eventually I will hit all 1,200 of those lakes. If you can't tell, I love to fish. That's why most of the time you see me, I'm in a real life shirt, because I am a fisherman at heart. If I'm not fishing, I'm working, doing this, what I love to do. And if I'm not doing this, what I love to do, then I want to be fishing, because those are the two favorite things in life. Used to be the most important thing about life was my kids. I got started in this industry 35 years ago. 35 years ago, I actually found this by accident. And when I looked into it, I thought, you know, that looks like a really good way, an honest and ethical way to make some extra money. And I could, if I could just make an extra 500 or 1,000 to spoil my kids more on the weekend, I'm going to be happy. Because at that time of my life, I was a construction worker that hurt his back, went to school, back to school to be an aviation mechanic. And while I was in school, I was discovering this. But while I was in school, it's tough. It's tough being a parent, going back to school as an adult. It's tough on the kids as well, right? I was just looking for extra money to spoil my kids more on the weekend. It turned out to be a lot more than that. I did finish school. I went to work at the airport. I was only there for about 8 months. And I walked into the office one day. I gave my boss a 2-week notice. He was so upset that I was actually quitting that he said, if you're serious, you can leave today. So I got a big smile on my face, packed up my toolbox and left. And I thanked him as I was going out the door for letting me go early and not holding me to that 2-week notice. And that was 35 years ago. 35 years ago, I joined an industry that changed the course of my life. It opened up doors for me I didn't know existed. It gave me 2 things that turned out to be the 2 most important things that I could wish for anybody else on this planet: time freedom and financial freedom. Time freedom meant, guess what? Now I'm that dad that got to put my kids on the bus, take them off the bus, go to every extracurricular activity after school. I went to every football practice from the time my son was in Pee Wee football, when that helmet was bigger than him, all the way through high school. I went to every volleyball practice and game because I had a daughter that played volleyball. And I even went to cheer camp because my daughter was a cheer camp cheerleader for a couple of years. And I was that dad on the sidelines, you know, with the pom-poms, making everybody laugh and going crazy during the football game. I had a blast because I just loved spending as much time with my kids that I could. So I had all the time freedom in the world. And guess what? When the high school was looking to join the travel bowling league, they needed a coach. Guess who raised their hand and became the coach for the high school bowling team? I did. Why? Because I could. And I love bowling. But it gave me more time to spend with my kids. And guess what? That team took first place that year. And there's nothing better on this planet than watching a kid bowl for the first time, throwing a bunch of gutter balls. And then you give them a couple little lessons and they keep it on the lane and they knock down pins and they turn around with that big, huge smile on your face. Makes a dad's heart melt. I just loved it. I loved spending time with my kids. Every decision, everything I've done, everything I was a part of was all about what can I do for my kids to give them a better life. A lot of you dads know what I'm talking about. Before this industry, I was lucky to get home in time to have dinner with them. Usually, or a lot of times, it was give them a kiss on the forehead, brush your teeth, and go to bed. I didn't even make it home in time for dinner. This gave me a life. It just turned my entire life around. And it was, I hope, as much a blessing for my kids as it was for me to be such a big part of their life. But it also gave me financial freedom. When I realized what kind of money can be made in this industry, I dove in and I became the best student that I could be of what was going on around me. I became a student of the industry. I became a student of the system that I was working at that time. The system was the key part, because for the first 5 years of the industry, because I said 35 years, right? My wife and I had done everything from Avon to undercover wear lingerie, Tupperware, home interiors, Pampered Chef, every single one of them. And it was like, for us, it was like extra money for the weekends here and there, but it was never career level thing for us. It just wasn't something that we could figure out and get going. But when I dove into this industry full time and became a student and plugged into the system, that's when I learned how to use a system to leverage my efforts and build like never before. And it's that I met Rory 5 years into that. So I've been here for 35 years. I met Rory 30 years ago. And 30 years ago was when I needed a voicemail to help me build that business that I was building with the system. They told me to call him. I did. He hooked me up with a voicemail. It took all the volume I could throw at it, but he also sold me a system where I could put a message on there and shoot it out to a network of people all around the country, all at the same time. Before the internet, this was 1991 and 1992. Before the internet, before cell phones, before any of this technology, we had that mass communication tool because of this guy, Rory Ricord, who's the co-founder of the system you guys are plugging into today. When the internet did come out in 93, first thing I said was, get a computer, you're out of your mind. I don't even know anything about a computer. And he laughed. But fortunately, he's a good enough guy that cared about me, and he dragged me along kicking and screaming until I went and bought a computer, and I got online, I started building my business. Rory became one of the first gurus out there. He was a lead generation guru, built very successful lead generation companies, and had clients all over the world now. And we also need a website. So he started developing websites that outproduced everybody else that was building websites. Obviously, he's building even more clients. He's taken care of all his clients. He's nurtured every relationship that he's made over the years. He still is the #1 lead generator on the planet, and he's still building one of the best websites out there. I think it's the best website out there. Now, some will argue and say there's prettier websites out there, but not producing websites like he knows how to build. Producing websites is the difference. Maybe not the prettiest, but definitely the best producing websites out there. And I remember after diving in with him and getting to know him and, becoming really close business partners and then becoming best friends, and now all the way up until today, 3 decades later, as that relationship grew and got better and better. I call him my brother. He's family to me. I met him for the first time in Miami. I shook his hand, looked at his eyes. I knew I wanted to be a part of that man's life. A few years after that, I flew out to Utah, met his lovely wife, Tanya, and co-founder of this system. And I met an unbelievably organized businesswoman that was raising 7 kids and running several other businesses while she's helping Rory put this together and training everybody and teaching them his vision, which became their vision. And I realized quite quickly that these two were a power couple that complemented each other like no one I've ever met, or no one I've ever read about, actually. And I knew that they were going to be accomplish incredible things and help a lot of people on this planet. When I dove in with them full time, I remember calling Rory one day. This is the guy that didn't want to get a computer and didn't get on the internet, right? I remember calling Rory one day and saying, do you realize I'm getting checks out of 18 different countries now, and I've never visited those countries? And he laughed this booming laugh that you all are going to get to know, and said, I'm glad you finally understand the power of the internet now. And it's been a great ride ever since. Like I said, the time freedom, I got to raise my kids. My youngest baby is now 30. I have 6 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. It's been a great life. And I'm watching my son, the youngest one that was home with me the longest, become the entrepreneur as he is. He's 30 years old and he's never had a job in his life. Why? Because that's all he's ever seen dad do, stay home and work for himself and do his own thing. So that's what he's done. Never had a job in his life, 30 years old. That, I think if I was in the Boy Scouts, I'd probably get, what do they call them? I'd probably get a badge for that. For teaching that boy without even knowing I was teaching him, right? It's been a wonderful life. And now I just love every day getting up and seeing how many other people do we get to help? How many other families can we touch around the planet? That's Rory and Tanya's vision. That's my vision. That's Stacy's vision. That's Linda Horn, who turned the cameras off, vision. Again, it's all of our vision. And we're glad that you're here to help us spread that out across the planet. So let me tell you this. Here comes her camera, my sister. If you are someone who is looking for a place where you can build yourself an incredible business and get the kind of time freedom and financial freedom that I was just talking about, while you're also helping other people and having a positive impact on your life and their life, then you found your home here, and we welcome you with open arms. Welcome to RRR247 and direct-to-consumer ambassador on behalf of myself and Linda and Stacy and Emilio and Andy and a lot of the faces you see here in the front part. It's my pleasure to introduce one of our co-founders and the brains trust behind all this technology and creativeness, and my brother and our mentor, Mr. Rory Ricord. That microphone is yours. And we can't wait to hear what you got to say tonight, because I seen you earlier and you got a bundle of energy.
It's been a great day. Thanks, Niall, and appreciate the introduction. And you guys, I really want you guys, when you come in, especially the new people, to understand who you're working with and get to know what's behind you. And then we just want to get you caught up with the energy, teach you how to work the stuff, and help you achieve your dreams. Today is going to be a recap on a few things, but we also have some guests that I'm bringing on. You guys know we have some incredible products that we offer in what we call our kiosk offerings. These are, things that we market under the DTCA umbrella. It's under RAM, which is Residual Affiliate Marketing. And we have our two of the amazing people behind it. I think you got Amber and Nate, the husband-wife team from Miel. You guys, just so you guys know, I go back with Nate a long time. All right. He comes from the marketing world. He comes from the lead generation space. And I was actually having a conversation with Tanya about it, because, we used to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. That was our spot for lunch. And I think I can't even count how many times we went, and maybe Nate might have a tab on it, but it's like, if you guys can picture that, we'd go and meet, go over data, go over marketing stuff. And a lot of the things that we do today that stem from a lot of the work that I did with Nate for years, and to have them on here with their product that Amber and her partner Alma put together is awesome. But we have a treat today. Okay, now you guys, we're all pushing and promoting. Here we go, Niall. Yeah, the Miel. We're all pushing, promoting holiday offers. I want to make sure we're putting this out there because it's a great gift as well. Anybody with skin can benefit from this. But Amber, Nate, are you guys ready to come on for a sec? Short notice.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, totally can. I appreciate the short notice. Nate gave me a call. We were going over some stuff, and they wanted to give us a promotion to help us push holiday sales out. And they gave us the best code ever. It's going to be so easy to remember. You want?
Yes.
Do you want to tell them what it is?
Go ahead. Well, you know it better than me because it's your name, and so it's like what is it?
RRR247. RRR247.
Okay. RRR24720. So we actually reduced the price of the jars to $60 now, and then gave you guys a 20% off code. So one of the feedbacks that we've gotten is just the price point, and so we wanted to make that a no-brainer for everyone to just get the jar and get it accessible. I know a lot of you guys have purchased the jar, and we've heard stories. I just talked to a couple of your associates, Rory, and the stories that are coming in have been so touching to me, that they're having these personal experiences with the balm, and that it's actually healing their skin, and it's helping their family members heal their skin. So we just are so grateful that you guys are excited about it and love using it.
I think we're going to get a lot more reach too as people continue to use this. And a lot of people suffer from skin issues, whether, eczema, the rosacea, the psoriasis. I mean, there's a lot of different elements, and not to mention allergies and reactions to plants, and the environment stuff. And there's always something that's irritating us or causing that. And to have a solution that that heals. Not, I mean, it's just really cool. Like, you know, getting away from petroleum type products, all of that, I think, is just an amazing direction. We can talk about this over and over again. I think it's important to, but I've been seeing some pretty amazing pages going out and the offerings. You know what? We had those, you guys saw the ads we have on there. We're going to be talking about the memes today, because those skin memes, you guys, we just keep pushing those out there, pushing them out there. And, you know, when we talk about our gift baskets for the holidays, this is something that people can put in there in addition. And the 2-ounce jars, that's going to be the most economical purchase. And you guys slash it down to 60. And I'm just going to go in as a marketer, so you guys understand, we've been selling millions of dollars worth of skin cream that's not this good. And the price point on that's like $119, $139. And this is like half that. And we get our commission and we get the discount. You guys, they're doing everything for us to help push this out there and get the customer base on it. But you know, the retail value on this is far greater. Like, and I'm just, as a marketer, putting that out there. So, you know, make sure we're stressing, you know, that it's, you know, this is a value-based thing. I mean, and now I know, when looking at the competitive analysis of the other things you said that were kind of out there, now we have a less price than that. Just make sure you guys are building the value up. That's my comments as a marketer.
Oh yeah, and I was just gonna say, we're doing a lot of research on petroleum-based products, because that was something that has been brought to the table, and there's a lot of petroleum-based products that are actually banned in the UK, and there is really bad ingredients in those products. And so one of our focuses, and I think it's a really good focus for building pages, is to let people know that there is a problem with petroleum-based product ingredients. And so there is a reason to switch over to a more natural, organic healing balm. And people are just unaware. And also, when we're getting certain services, like Alma just got her face lasered, which a lot of people in the wintertime go and get these beauty services done. It's crazy, but they're not going home with aftercare. And so a lot of them are burns, or they're dealing with really, really dry skin. You would never put A&D ointment or Aquaphor all over your skin. It traps that moisture, whereas our product lets the skin breathe, and it lets it start healing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. We made a change on the website. If you guys can see, we're going to heavily focus on letting people know that there is actually a problem in the ingredients of petroleum-based products, and they're not super clean and they're not super safe for the skin. And so by switching it out, you're getting a more effective, a faster way of healing, but then also a more organic, natural way, which I think is really, people are really, really aware of product replacement right now. I think it's a really big, important thing. I think people are, especially going into the winter time, like, we're just really, really aware of getting more cleaner ingredients in our homes. So
I'm putting these notes in there for everybody, just taking it for everybody.
And then Rory, while you're doing that, I want to add 2 cents that I just want to congratulate you guys that you did in the RRR247 group. I mean, I've been doing this a long time. I've seen a lot of back ends. I've seen a lot of groups. I've seen a lot of programs and systems, and I've never seen anything like what Rory's put together, that everyone can win. Everyone can win. I mean, that's the biggest difference, is that he's constantly trying to find the best product, the best systems, the best everything, get you the best price with the best value that you can get. And like he said, we have seen a lot of very poor products that sell for millions of dollars worth at triple this price. And the market's there. People are needing it. They're wanting it. They're buying it. And you guys are in a perfect position. If you haven't gotten a hold of it, go ahead to the website. I don't know, Rory, put that website. Let's put the code, everyone, RRR247. It's just RRR247 into the coupon. It'll get a discount. We'll get it shipped out to you tomorrow. You can immediately start using it. Go to the website, get a hold of it yourself. I think Rory's already had multiple people in the group. I mean, we could take hands and everyone's having their own testimonials, experiences. But one, just be grateful you're in this group. Two, take advantage of it, run with it, and just, I'm excited to be here, guys.
I also wanted to share a little bit of what's to come. I know that people have been asking, we've had a lot of reach out for the healing cleanser. We are officially sold out of that product, but it is coming. And when it comes, we will be releasing actual healing kits that are coming with both the healing cleanser and the healing balm. And it will be a really, really great product to offer to as a travel size product. So I know a lot of people are ordering the samples to share, and I love that. But we did want you to know that the value of the 2-ounce jar is, you're getting way more bang for your buck on the 2-ounce jar than the little minis. So if you do love the product, I know it's a little bit more, but it will last a lot longer. And even sharing that, it just, if you know someone really needs that product, that little mini won't last long more than like a week or two. But the 2-ounce jar will last you maybe, depending on what you're using it for, maybe a month or longer. So it's really more value bang for your buck. So, but the minis are great to share, and we love that. And we love that you guys are getting it out there, and it's a great travel size. So know that the healing cleanser is coming, and you guys really are the ones that are helping us launch everything retail, and we're so grateful for that.
I'm gonna add a couple of things here, guys. You guys all get your link from your back office in RAM, right? And order from your own link. We get to do that, right? We order from our own link and share that, so we get a really good value that way, right? And you know, we're watching these orders coming through. We're watching the stuff grow. But guys, we are the launch for this, just like they said. And remember, we log them in the database, and they're going to be marketed for Miele as well. Like this is the partnership. We bring the customers in, we get paid every order they make. So the cleansers and other stuff that comes out there, when people like product from one company and that company brings out another product, they're in tune to try it, especially if they love the other product. We're part of that process, right? That's the ascension marketing. It's the residual side of it. It's the exposure. And these are the partnerships we want, right? This is what we strive for, because we all know acquisition. I mean, Nate, you and I have been working on acquisition of customers for years together. We know that it's not easy. We know that it takes consistency. And that's why we're dedicated on how we blog and how we put stuff out there as a steady pace. But it's really important that we get those messages out there. And I think we're getting more and more, the testimonials on it. And that's something I want to focus on our global marketing that we do as a company. Is you guys have those pages, put your testimonials up on there. Stacy, we want to keep submitting them to that sheet, because I want to start putting some exposure to bring traffic to all of our blogging systems based on those testimonials. We're going to do some other SEO work as a company behind the scenes to help promote the traffic. And it's really good to have a focused product. And skincare is a big category. You see it everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
And
sorry, Rory. Didn't mean to interrupt
you.
No,
go ahead, chime in.
I was just going to tell a story about, I know that we've been really heavily focused on cancer, and we've had a lot of testimonials of cancer patients that are using this right now, and we've been giving out healing kits. So if you know someone too that's gone through or is going through cancer or is in the process of chemotherapy specifically, this is such a great gift to share to them, because they do not get an aftercare kit, and you do get chemo burns, and you do get really, really dry, flaky skin. So any skin disorder that is really, really dry, and eczema, rosacea, if little babies get dry, they get little dry patches on their face. It is safe for all skin type, and specifically for that. So we had a friend that was using it for her daughter, and she was in tears because she's like, I couldn't use petroleum-based products on her, and her skin was so dry. So know that this is a product that is safe, and it actually is a great gift to give to someone, and they will have an immediate result with it if they keep applying it throughout the day. So that's really cool. It's something that really is going to actually help a lot of people.
Thank you so much, Amber. Thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate you guys putting that out there. We'll roll that on holiday pages. And like always, you guys are just great to come on when we need you. Thanks for the partnership, and we'll have you guys on again.
No, thank you guys. We are so grateful for you guys. Okay, thanks.
I appreciate it. And you guys are always welcome to stay on. All right, guys, I'm going to move on to some other processes we have. I put out Connie, did you have something about the meal? I'm going to go through this, but bring it out on Saturday when we cover stuff on Saturday, okay? Awesome. Thanks, Connie. Oh, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to share the link here on YouTube. You guys are all, I think everybody's subscribed to the YouTube channel, the Rory RRR247 channel. I built a page on the Brain Food Academy tutoring. We're launching that out there, and we're going to have a bunch of memes here soon for tutoring. We're going to have memes coming on for the meets because it's a holiday time. We want to really push that out as well. And starting December and January, we're going to start really pushing our contact us direction. So I'm going to bring up some pages here, and let me share my screen. Make sure let's see if this comes up right. There we go. So here's the link. I'm going to share this in the chat. I'm loading this right now. So you guys, I'm going to give you the link, but it's not going to be ready until probably after the call. And those that are subscribed are going to get the notification that I just pushed that out. Okay, now I built the Brain Food Academy tutoring page. We're going to have a lot of memes being delivered on that. Guys, they're looking so good. They haven't started being delivered yet. We have tutoring memes coming out. We have the meet ones coming out. And then we have our contact us that's coming for December, January. And I want you guys to be ready for it, right? We meet on the Tuesdays. There's a lot going on. Let me pull this up really quick. Here's my tutoring page that I built, and I'm going to be pushing this out everywhere. I got a video of me doing it. You can watch it, and then just know that we're going to be launching a whole new beginning PBS setup here soon, because the Miel, the meets, the Brain Food Academy stuff, we're molding this, right? I'm testing pages, getting traffic, working on the keywords, and we're really going to be pressing this out. But tutoring and the Brain Food Academy stuff, we're going to really start getting aggressive in our marketing and start really focusing on the teachers and the interview processes of that to get them out. So pay attention as we're going to be rolling that out there, because we're going to be pushing on the holiday sales, but we're really going to start and roll out everything on the education stuff, guys. That's going to take us a while to get out there. We know it. But we've got some amazing tools in the background to come out there. The teachers are uploading resources. We're getting things ready, right? But we've got to start marketing and pushing that out there in a very big way. It's gonna take time to handle in there. We know that, right? We're doing a big thing. So in the course of all the marketing we're doing circularly, let's make sure we have those pages. We're pushing those out. We're gonna be doing more and more mini marathons, especially around the Brain Food Academy and everything we do under that. So I'm going to go into a couple of things here, and there's a tutoring, there's that link, and I'm just going to be sporadically putting stuff out on the channel as I build things. So I'm going to go over the memes. Let me pull that up too really quick, and it's just RRR247.com/memes. I'm going to come to that in a second. Here's the channel. Let me close this. Everybody should already have this, on YouTube. We're launching this. We're blasting this on YouTube right now. But the channel is the Rory RRR247. Looks just like this. You got a picture of Tanya and I. Obviously, I'm wearing the Bella Vita Love It hat, right? Make sure you guys are following this so we can announce things. We have our calls that go out there, but this is a really good information thing. And there are so many things we're going to start rolling out, right? We've got this perfection of the flow on how we train students and elevate them to where they can pay it forward to others. We've perfected that. We're going to constantly be driving that. But now that that's perfected, constant new content for our PBSs is back on focus. Okay. You know, writing the articles, pushing the stuff out there. So make sure that you've gone to this, you're following it. And that all the students are, because that's one way we communicate and put stuff out. So there's this one that's 2 minutes out. It's ready to go. And this is creating a tutoring page for the Brain Food Academy. I'm just going to be putting this stuff out there so you guys can see it all, right? And the Sleep and Slim, this is another one that we just rolled out because, you know, we didn't have a Zling page. And I'm going to tell you guys, I've been really perfecting the way we get people up, going, and modifying their pages to make it as easy as possible to launch, get Google AdSense and everything else. So you're going to be seeing that. And that being said, it's going to be rolling out you know, new things, which means I'm going to need to do a full-on marathon, like on a Saturday, because that's when we'll do it. It'll start early and it'll run the whole day as I modify and redo the entire structure of the training to be current with these new pages. And we're making some modifications. We're altering things. That's what happens. But it's all things that are working really well and things that are selling really well. And I have some changes in the approach, and I'm gonna put this on here, guys. I'm gonna come back here to the memes in just a second. I get so excited to share this. I've come up with a way, and it comes from knowing people that do content and good people in my brain trust. There's a way that we can teach our students how to write, but also do it in a way that helps them build multiple pages better. And it works. And I've been teaching it already, but we're going to induce it into every part of the new PBS coming in there. So we start out with the best. I'm never shy to change if it's better. And this allows our content to interlink with each other so that we make the changes once and we can utilize it over and over and over again for different keywords and directions. And it's an authoritative stance. And it actually gives us better direction to get indexed. It gives us better direction to market and cross-market our things better. And so, and once you understand it, you'll understand why I'm going through and updating everything this way, because it just makes more sense. It's going to improve our result. It's going to improve our search indexing. And that's the most important thing we can teach everybody on that. And at the same time, it makes the writing and the editing actually easier. We want it to be easy. If it's easy, everyone can do it, right? So just know these things are coming. And at the same time, I'm going to put this out there. If you're not being trained how to be an instructor and pay it forward, and you understand how to do things, let your instructor know, get in. Even the stuff that we teach on the Monday instructor calls, it's going to help you be better at everything you're doing with your PBS. You're going to learn more and more things. And it's an open door. We want you in there to get trained. You may not be ready to start doing it yet. That's fine. Being around and learning it. You guys, what we do here, it took me decades to learn this. Decades, right? I didn't have all the best people to teach me. I had to find people to teach me, and a lot of things I had to learn on my own, right? And now we have all this, but it took me decades to learn all this. We're teaching it to people in weeks. Well, the best way to learn is to be around it, get as much exposure as possible to all the details. And we teach this Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. There's groups that do stuff in the study halls on the Fridays. We teach it all day Saturday. There's a reason. This education, when people get the art of performance blogging down, the art of the BRT down, which is the art of communication, and they're able to pay this forward, big things happen. We get to help more and more families. You know, for Tanya and I to reach millions of families, we need tens of thousands of instructors that are willing to pay it forward. It's just how it works. We know what the goal is and how to back it out to it. And we get to teach really big, effective ways on marketing in all aspects of what we do, right? Because we have multiple legs of marketing in every aspect of what we do. And we want to make sure we're really getting the word out there, really training on it, keeping it focused, right? And we do that through repetition to teach the new people coming in, but also to keep adding as we keep adding things. Because we get one good offer, it can increase someone's income, maybe $10 a month, $10 a week, $10 a day, $10 an hour. It all adds up, right? And we have a platform that we can just keep adding to it. And you spend the time to add it right, it's done. Now you just got to promote it, but it's always going to be there. And as this continues to develop and evolve, we keep things relevant. We got to keep things relevant, but we're getting better at where the scope is going, and Google is making changes all the time. And I've been trying to keep up to date with that, researching it, and then what changes do we do to go better? And there's going to be some things coming up, some policy changes, right? And if I know where they're coming and I can be ahead of it, it helps everybody. That's what we're doing. So you're going to be seeing some updates, some changes, and some subtle changes. And the way we structure the contact us creates a whole nother area, and I'll call it another vortex, to bring people in and attract more people. I've been testing it out and it's working great. All right. So that's why I deployed it to everybody. It's our contact us. So on the memes that we're releasing for December and January, we do 4 a month, 4 new memes for one specific thing. And every now and then we do a double exposure because it's really important. We're doing a double exposure on contact us for the memes for December and January. All right. Not only is it like the New Year's resolutions time, we're going to be already promoting all of our stuff for weight loss because it's weight loss season, but people are looking for ways to make more money. The economy is not in a good place. I don't think you can ask anybody and ask them, do you think the economy is strong? No one's going to say yes. Okay. We've seen this. What we do for a living here in marketing and the exposure we have with the right products, the things that are in demand that people want, we thrive during bad economies. We thrive during depressions and recessions because people are more in tune on that. They're looking for better deals on things. We're always going to be consuming. We're all consumers. If you're living and breathing, you're consuming. Right? If you're walking around in life, you're going to consume. We find, but people are going to need more income. They're going to need better ways to get access to things. We get to promote that on a steady basis. We have a community. It's open. We want to bring people into our community. It's a growing community. That's what we do here. And so we're going to be focusing on the contact us, because when we do the contact us, people can literally have a true heart-to-heart BRT and get exposure, see if they're the right person to add. And we're going to try to bring more and more of that because it's another leg of marketing. All right. We already have your paid marketing. We have several legs that feed the paid marketing. But even though that's all there and there's plenty, we always are looking to expand more. And I'm always trying to get more organic stuff coming in. People can see that and they see the page and they see what we're doing and they want to be part of it. And more they're hearing about what this RRR247 is. It's out there and we're openly promoting it. And it's going to attract people that want to be part of a community, people that want to be part of a Christian collective that's helping the world become a better place. And they might as well be coming through, and we keep that message out there. So you're going to see more and more things driven that direction. Now, on these Tuesdays, we get to keep you guys up to speed. Okay. Now I'm going to bring up the memes. All right. I'm going to bring up the memes and I'm going to explain this again. Okay. I'm going to explain this again. The memes is for consensus marketing. All right. So we want to be professional in everything we do and the way we put stuff out there and how it looks and how it appears to everybody. All right. And we all can create our own. Sure. Some of us, use Canva, use Photoshop, use whatever program you use, and you can create stuff that you post. But we want to have it in a way that we get maximum exposure. And if every one of us, right now we have hundreds of us doing it, but if every one of us, if the tens of thousands of us were actually all marketing the same images consistently all the time, the world's going to see it faster in a bigger way. It's Coca-Cola marketing. We have the power of consensus because we're all marketing the same stuff. We're all benefiting from it from the teams we build. We want to get exposure out there because when they see it once, they see it again and again, it automatically looks bigger than life. The exposure is bigger. This is why Coca-Cola does it. And Coca-Cola does it for decades on decades on decades to watch the results. We're doing the same thing online with every time we post our memes. Our memes are professional images. We're all putting out there. They're all identical except for our link, but the bulk of it's the same, right? Other than the link. And we're going to be putting this out there, and it gives us a professional image on top of everything else that we post and stuff to go out there. And when people see the same thing over and over again, it gets instant believability, instant credibility because they've seen it so many places. That's the exposure we get using the memes, right? So we have all this set up. I'm going to bring it up again. I'm going to walk you guys through this. A lot of new people, so it's really good to bring this stuff up here. We cover it as we start getting people in marketing and doing things. It's one of the later steps, but it's something that people can get started with anytime. Okay, now it's here's our link. I'll put it in the chat. And I'm going to walk you guys through this. Like, I spell out what everybody gets in it. You're going to get your own branded stuff, and they'll have their, they're all set up and customized for you. And on that, we reduced the price down. It's $49.95. It includes a setup with, it says 8 current memes. It's way more than that now. I really should edit that. You're going to get setups from several months, and then ongoing, you're going to get the new ones, and you get the ones ongoing. And the ones that are, people that have been in these for, we've been doing this for years now, they have a huge library to pull from. Right. And then we constantly refreshing the key points and our anchor offers and everything that's in there as well. And, we have stuff for all our anchor offers, and we're rolling out new ones for the anchor offers on a regular basis, but we get to focus on even the kiosk offers that have a lot of potential, right? Like the meats. We did one on the skin for Miel already. And for $10.99 a month, you get custom ones. And that's basically, we got the labor that's involved. We get everything done. And these are our own, copyright access. These are stuff we can market. We can protect the copyright on it. These are stuff that it's all in there on the way we set this up there, very professionally run. And you don't have to worry about doing it, right? We focus on the marketing. We don't need to do creation. It takes hours to create an art piece. It just does. We have it done, maximized for everybody, and then we roll this out. And you guys, they're looking so good. And our job is just to have everybody push them out consistently, whether it's on Instagram, on Facebook, right? On Pinterest. We need to put a lot of exposure out there, because the more they see it, the more they realize it comes in there. When we do individual work, we're individually doing it. You can only get some exposures in an individual by consensus, by the power of all of us. If even hundreds of us doing this is bigger impact than one person. And when they see it and they see it again and they see it again, it just gives credibility. It helps the ascension marketing we're already doing. It helps in the actual process, right? People got to see things over time for it to plant a seed and grow and develop. And the power of consensus is what we get when we utilize the memes. Okay, so I'm going to roll it out, let you guys know what's coming. But the contact us stuff that's coming in December and January, I'm very excited about. I'm excited about the meats. I mean, we're selling meat, guys. People eat it every day. And getting exposure out there and getting awareness about nutrient dense, it's going to be something that's not going to just happen overnight. I think more people are in tune to it, but we got to get exposure to it, right? That's what we got to do on that. And that's something we want to be pushing out there. The Miel, same thing. Everybody with skin has issues. It's just, it's part of life. And we've got great products that are in demand, but we've still got to market them. Nothing sells itself. And that's why we have all this. So, same thing with the education, the tutoring, and then our contact us, there's going to be a lot of people looking for a better way to make more money, especially after the holidays, because people, they spend and they want to buy gifts and they want to take care of their loved ones. And it's a social thing, right? How much pressure is on there for gift giving in magnitude? It happens every year, no matter what the economy is, right? And sometimes, and I say sometimes, often, people are overextending, that, they're buying things that don't create cash flow, but they're gifts. And it's something we want to do. And they're looking for ways to make more money always. They're looking for solutions. Okay. Now we've got things rolling out in January. We got things rolling out in 2024. You guys, it never stops here, right? It never stops here, but we got to keep fresh on the stuff, keep on the focus. So, I'm excited for these meat memes. I'm excited for the tutoring memes we're going to be pushing out there. And this helps us build the brands. All right. I'm going to close this out. Here goes. Calendars, January 27th. It's a Saturday. We're going to be doing an event in McKinney, Texas. Okay. Now I'm getting everybody ready to put on your calendar. All right. We're going to be going to the Vela Vita product headquarters where the product is made. We're going to the core labs. This is a big facility, and actually seeing how the snaps are made and the science being worked on is something that people just don't have a grasp for unless they actually see it. And it's going to change a lot of people's attitudes. Understand why does Rory and Tanya stand behind this so big? you get to see why. All right. Now, we're also going to be doing some masterminding training. We're going to start developing our leadership, and we're launching something we've been wanting to do for a long time. The right components are in place. The vision set. We've got things out of the way. The friction points are gone. Now we're going to really work to help people build and really build up people. We get to do these at the live events. We get to really push. You guys, we've been building a foundation to build this to where we can do billions of dollars in sales, not just millions. If we're going to help millions of families around the globe, we got to be doing serious revenues to spread that and share it across everybody, right? That takes a very solid foundation and support. We knew it going into it. And we've had a lot of experience to lead up to this. And as we're building and building, we want to make sure we're taking care of those that are present, those that are showing up, we're going to show up for. There are a lot of us that need to grow and develop. That's part of life, right? Remember, everybody came in here. We had to change their environment. We get to take everybody that's in a broken environment and give them access to a wealthy environment. I get to pay it forward from the mentors that literally poured into me and gave me a path and helped me provide an amazing lifestyle. I get to pay it forward to those that want to learn. We get to pay it forward, right? And the more we help, the more we can help them help others. The ripple effect is real. And there's a lot of development needs to happen, and it happens so much faster in person than it does even on these Zooms. These Zooms are great. We do these all the time. We're on a steady pace because it works. But a live event is a supercharger to that. So we'll be looking at different things. You guys can be starting to look at the rates. We're going to get the days on there. We're going to have some people coming in, mainly, Thursday. Friday is going to be group time. So you can get with your groups you're working with. Okay. Now we're going to be doing some promotions. We love doing promotions, right? And we're going to be doing some promotions. On the Bella Vita side, Costa is taking our top 10. We're gonna put this out there, but it's gonna be based on volume and production. We're gonna go over what it is. We're gonna be taking the top 10. They're gonna join Tanya and I with Costa and Jeff probably on a dinner bought by Costa. And he goes crazy on that, right? It's just like Tanya and I when we take people to dinner. We love to do this, and you're going to be able to sit and ask and talk and convey and get to know them, which helps. There's a lot of people. It's hard to get time with them. This is dedicated time, breaking bread and building trust with the CEO and the president of Bella Vita, and anybody here can qualify for it. Because we got the tools, you got the resources, especially when you get involved and you're starting to do all the BRTs and sharing and adding students, right? When you become an instructor, you get access to a lot of paid marketing and let you grow faster. And this is a great time to launch and push. And the thing about it is we're going to our structure of event to event to event to event, because then you push yourself to that event. You have that event creates a deadline. Right. This is all about goal achieving. Right. Everything you guys are going to see, there's a pattern in place. It's like it's a system or something, like we all say, right? And we're literally building to the next event. So it gives us a deadline to get better for that next time. It gives us a reason to push. You guys, these events give me deadlines to get things done. Because then I can talk to everybody and share the excitement that being done and then act on it. But do it in a way that's way better than just being on a Zoom. In person is the best. Now, these group meetings, we're going to be doing some incredible training at the Ricord facilities that whole day Saturday. Lunch is provided. So, we get there, we're going to have a great lunch, and then we're going to go from there to some dinner things that we're going to be announcing. So you guys will see all that stuff. And we're going to be able to really embrace each other in the group side. We did a bunch of this already in the Orlando event we just had. Best event ever. The more we replay it, we go back, I talk to everybody, best event we've ever had. And we're taking things that we added to that and going forward with that at the McKinney event. And then we're going to launch the next event and the next event. And, we try to do 2 a year. And if there's more than that, it's because they're leadership events that are earned. And then those are more like we get to go to fun, romantic places. We get to really dive in and do more masterminding at a higher level. And that's when we're really developing the leadership skills and the growth skills required for those that really want to get more out of this. Because I have an amazing passion to create millionaires. Because millionaires get the resources to really make an impact in a lot more lives. That's why. And the journey on becoming that status, the things you become as a person, is unbelievably strong. Your love for humanity grows when you receive more, and you learn the journey on how to do that, and you learn how to help more people. You guys, in case you haven't realized, we do better here the more we help others. That's how this works. And true happiness comes from helping others. That's what we get to do every single day. That's what I get to wake up to every morning, helping other people. Every morning I get to wake up to that. And it drives me. It gives me an amazing fuel and energy because that's what I get to do. I get to do this, right? Now we get to do it. We get to do it. And we get to share this with others so they get to do it. And you guys, and it's all about learning and thriving in marketing. And this internet that came out is giving us more and more access to market and grow and develop and get the word out. And we just got to learn how to embrace it all. And we all have the core PBSs that we can drive everything to and through. Then we add all the other aspects of the marketing, all the other aspects of the leverage to help others, and we can create something incredible, far better than the alternative JOBs. Time and financial freedom is ours because we got the technology, the teamwork, a corporate structure around that teamwork to apply to this marketing to build. Gosh, this is so awesome. Okay. I am going to read a chapter in my book because, we go on that, and then we're going to come right back here, and I'm going to be helping people get to Google AdSense. So we'll pull that sheet up here in a second. I'm going to put this out there on the memes. I'm going to,
Rory, real quick on the memes.
yes.
I'm going to help Shar out a little bit. If you're a student and you are buying the memes for the first time tonight, Shar needs you to email or message your instructor that you've done the purchase and forward the receipt to your instructor so it can get on your Trello card. And instructors, you need to move that Trello card to new meme setups. Shar will love you for that.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to do that as well for another reason. We've had a lot of people just go sign up for the renewals, which is just $10.99 a month, because some people turn it off and they turn it back on again. We've had people leave, come back, and they want it again. Okay, so we have a renewal. Renewals doesn't get you set up and doesn't get you in the sequence. It actually causes us a kind of a bookkeeping issue. Okay, so if you're getting a new account, don't sign up for the renewals. Sign up for the new account for the $49.95. It's at a bargain. You're going to get several months caught up, and you get all the new stuff. Okay, but get that receipt, send it to your instructor so that we can make sure you get it quicker and it doesn't slip through the cracks. We have a very unique billing system for this. And we also got to make sure your PBS is active. There's other things that go on, but put that receipt on there. They push it through. That'll definitely help get them done sooner. That's awesome. And thank you, Stacy, for bringing that up there. This is why we have the MSIs around, guys. Everybody, we got the delegation here is awesome. And thanks, Stacy. And you guys, Shar does an amazing job in organizing that. Amazing. So thank you, Shar. All right. I'm going to say God bless those that want to stick around for rereading. Great. After that, we're coming right back here. I'm not going to leave. I'm just going to go read my book because I want to get the chapters done. And this is the fun chapter. I think it's 25 now, right? 25, 26? 20, I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. There's only 37. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to get to the really fun ones that I like on the marketing 101 stuff. We're almost there. Let's see. 20. Nope, not there yet. Oh yeah, we're getting the fun stuff. I think it is 20. Is it?
Rory, while you're looking for that, I've just been reminded, thank you, Miss J. Fish, Shold It their 40% off deal for the scarves ends tomorrow. That was through the 25th. So if you were wanting to get your shoulder scarves purchased, some of the newer product designs that they've got, you get 40% off. You got to use that code.
Your code for that? What's the code for that?
Fall 40.
That's right. Fall 40.
Everybody knows I've got my Skype open. They're messaging.
Yeah. You guys, we've got some really good partners. I really like how we have this. Okay. You guys, we're starting to get into the fun marketing premises and stuff here. I'm going to go right to this. I'm actually just going to read this on the live as well and just record it separately because it's a fun chapter. All right. There goes. I'm going to share my screen. All right, we're on chapter 25, indirect marketing. Actually, it's a very important one for what we do. It's literally probably the number one effective way of marketing. Most purchases are made indirect. It's just how it goes. But here we go into it. Indirect marketing is one of my favorite methods of marketing. I have probably made more income from it than from any other single avenue of marketing. We as humans buy on emotion. Things grab our attention, but we have a short attention span. When we are shopping, looking, or poking around, we are in a trained state of consumerism. We have been trained to window shop, to browse, and to keep looking. It is a measured and controlled environment by the marketers amongst us. Massive amounts of time, money, and resources are put towards perfecting indirect marketing. The results it creates are in every consumer sector out in the marketplaces, from the brick and mortar stores to the online shopping experiences we are exposed to all around us. This is where we are introduced to products, services, and items that we're not intending to purchase. We are introduced to these while we are in the process of consuming. It does not matter what we are looking to consume. Once we are in a location where we can consume and buy things, we are already dropping our guard and open to buying. So the experience allows for accessories or tag-along items to be put in front of us, or we get competitor products placed in front of us. Sometimes it is just products that the statistics and sales numbers reflect are great products bought by similar consumers. We have been conditioned by retailers and marketers for a long time now to buy more items than we originally intended to buy. We have been conditioned to expect upsells or to be shown even more things we can purchase when purchasing anything. Suggestions of things for us to buy even more at our time of purchase are at every checkout process, both online and in retail stores. Even McDonald's has fashioned incredible profits from suggested additions to your order. When we go looking for a particular item somewhere and then get curious about a different direction altogether, that is indirect marketing. We will go in looking for a pair of shoes, and before you know it, we will have 2 new outfits, and maybe we have forgotten all about the shoes altogether. Utilizing indirect marketing is all in technique and placement. Whether it is a retail storefront or an online advertisement that you place, there is a need for a plan to place these additional products and services along the path of the consumer. It is something that needs to be so simple yet still there, something that is within the vision path of the consumer. Many times, this creates more revenues than the main item being marketed. It is a solid part of creating multiple streams of income as well. And you guys and I go through this in the way we do our marketing. We make a lot more money on other products versus the one we actually market and bring people in. There's relevance that brings them in, right? It's the marketing house. Whatever it is that brings them in is great. Then they see everything else we have to offer. They go browse. They've discovered things, and that excitement of finding something that they weren't looking for, or just being, it's their idea. It's such an important thing. And the reason why indirect marketing is so successful is because it fires into our emotions. We buy things out of necessity all the time, and that's not fun, right? Have you ever heard anybody go, man, I got to buy milk today, and they're so excited about it? That just doesn't happen. I bought butter. They're not happy. Necessities, right? No one's happy about buying necessities. You know what they're happy about is when they get to use the freedom of their finances and their money and to buy something for them, that this just to buy it, to make them happy. We like to purchase things that aren't necessities, the things that we have to buy, things that we choose to buy, things that we get to use our freedom of choice and the freedom of our hard-earned money to buy. Now, I'll go through it even more. You know, we all have issues that we want to solve, right? We have, like, you know, maybe we want to lose weight, maybe we want to get more fit. Just the sheer act of buying something towards that solution makes us happy. Whether we use it or not doesn't matter as much as just the sheer act that we were able to purchase something, made a decision with our money and our freedom to buy it, to do something that hopefully can fix it, right? That's all indirect marketing, and it's a major part of things that are done. You know, I do this circular marketing, and one of the biggest things about it is the things you market around things you market around the key item you're marketing matter. There are things that I make so much more money with because people come here and it's relevant, but they see the next thing. We make way more money on that next thing than the main thing. But if you reverse it, it doesn't work the same. The added on things do well. How many times you go online and buy something and then they upsell you something else, or right before you check out, they offer you an additional one at a reduced price? I mean, in all these things are indirect, and they tie your emotion to get you to buy. And we do it, and we're happy about it. And that is indirect marketing, and it is my absolute favorite way to market. See you in the next reading. That is my favorite way to market, guys. Indirect. It absolutely, absolutely is. All right. Stacy, I need to know who I'm working on next. Let me pull that up.
It's Jan's.
Awesome.
You told me Jan was priority. So Jan Reitfeld, that's here.
All right. All right. So I'm not doing Q&A, guys. I'm only, if you have a site that needs help, let your instructor know. We're going to add it to it. Jan, I'm going to make you a co-host. Go ahead, Niall.
Your Wednesday morning SD crew is going to bed.
I appreciate everything. Take care, guys. Appreciate all that. All right.
Have a good night.
Love you too. Jan, you're with me, right?
You're co-hosted, Jan, so you can unmute.
I'm pulling up your system and getting into it right now.
There you go.
There you are. It was so good to see you in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It was great.
All right, I'm pulling up your PBS, logging into it. We're going to have some fun with this. All right, now before I pull this up, Jan had to wait for us to do this from last week because he actually was on a server that got attacked. There's a virus thing got in there. We got it all cleaned up. But I want you guys to understand, we have something very freaking awesome with the way we're structured here, right? When I would use WordPress because it works, but WordPress has vulnerabilities. And even when you think it's lock solid, they find ways, right? Hackers are our biggest enemy in the business we have. Right? They want our traffic. Why? Our traffic is gold. If they can take our traffic for free and redirect it to where they get paid, they win, right? They're going to get paid for it. They get the money on it. And even though it's extremely unethical and it's dirty, it's been around since I've been on computers of these hackers, right? And they're very sophisticated in it. Well, you guys don't have to worry about it because if there's a problem, we got Matt and he's got a team behind him to get things fixed. We fix it. It doesn't cost you anything. Jan, when you get that fixed, did you get an invoice from us?
No, haven't heard. No.
Crazy, right? because when you guys don't make money, the system doesn't make money. We protect everybody. And I just want you guys to realize that. But also, I'm going to tell you guys, make sure you're backing up your work in the Google Doc process that we teach you. Don't forget it. All right. You're going to see in all the trainings I do, I make sure I do it all. I cover it all. It's very important. That is your security, and it'll make you sleep really well at night, knowing that you got that. The worst case scenario, when we were to lose something or lose a page, you got it. Okay. Jan, let's go look at your Google AdSense issues and let's see what we can figure out. Ready?
Sounds great. I'm ready.
Appreciate your patience. All right. I'm logged in. We're going to go right to the website, visit site, and we're going to look at it right from the beginning. Okay. You got the community stuff. It looks great. Now, what was the reason they gave you for the denial?
Some content, I made some changes. Nell sent it to Niall, and Niall gave me some great great comments that I took very serious and made some of the changes. But I think mostly content. I think Nell did a great job in telling me really how to set up the categories and the pages correctly. Maybe it's traffic, maybe it's content. I'm not really sure.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go through. So if they said it was, did it say was it say it was skinny on content? What did it say?
Yes, skinny on content.
Okay, I can deal with that. Okay, so we're gonna go through and look at this. Right now, you've been here for a bit. I'm gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna add the new one. This doesn't really pertain to it, but we might as well add it. Need to use on this one. Blog through. Okay. All right. Look at that. That's fine. Let's go to Arts Entertainment. You got your contact us. Okay. I see part of our issue, Jan. I just saw it. So I'm gonna fix it on this one. You're writing everything in H3. We can't do everything in headings. So the indexes or category pages, absolutely, there's a process and there's a format. But like I'm on your contact us, and this is all headings.
Okay.
It's okay to have headings. I'm going to break this up a little bit and show you what I like to do. But we got to write things in paragraph. And I'm gonna make this easier to read, and this is something we should do too, right? Like this is all good. Like even here, like heading, this is fine. But this right here, it's too much heading. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, they don't, even this, we don't, like, this is fine, but it's kind of big, it's all right, but the rest of this is, yeah, you had too much heading. Where's your Yoast? Okay. I'm gonna look at your affiliate disclosures. I think that was heading, yep. I should notice it on there too. Yeah, headings they have a purpose, right? They want a heading every 300 words or every 150 words. They want a heading, but they don't want a heading the whole time, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this is going to violate their policies on the readability aspect for them. They have a term for it, but it's not readability, but it's a lot easier to read when it's like, I mean, this reads better, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going down. I'm looking at arts and entertainment, and this looks good. This is all looking great. Your categories look great. Picture's a little big. Little big. Since we're in here, we're trying to make it better anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna look at this. Okay. Love that image. You just gotta go a little bit smaller. And you got to make sure you back all this stuff up again, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to keep looking at the all things too. That's a small thing, but I'm just going to try to go through and fix anything I see. Again, a little smaller would be fine, but that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. Fine. Yeah, I mean, these are all looking good so far. A little big on the image. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Actually, I'm going to. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll cut it. Otherwise, I'll cut it down a little bit.
Yeah, Google doesn't like the images to compete with their ads, so we don't want to go.
Honestly, Rory, I think I had them all smaller, but I think they came bigger after the site was fixed.
It does that because of the ratio they change on the images, and then also like this, you want to make sure on this, you want to make sure it's always on the right.
Okay. All pictures on the right?
In the category pages, absolutely.
Okay.
Category pages can be marketing pages. So if we have an image, it just needs to be something that shows it's still an index. The second you put on the left, it changes the page consistency so it looks like a marketing page.
Okay.
You've been good. You've been good other than that one so far. That's great. That's great. This one looks good. I missed health and fitness. Looks good. Free stuff. Looks good. Holidays to remember. A little big on the image again, but that's fine. Love this. Love that. This all looks good. And these are your main pages up there that they look at too. That so far, that's the biggest thing. There's a hyperlink not on this page. I'm gonna go back to your contact us page. I'm reading it again, and I just noticed there's some stuff here. It's okay to say check it out this year, but don't be afraid to make the whole thing a hyperlink. Like I'm actually going to, because you want to make it, you want them to click on it. You don't make it hard. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to take the hyperlink off and I'm going to highlight the whole thing. Make it bold because it's in paragraph. And enter. Oops. And that we need to open a new tab because it's not your other page. So here's this. That one, that's great. I'm going to take that off though. Copy. Break it and check it out here. And that's internal, so we don't need to add that other thing on there. That's perfect. And update. Okay, now I'm gonna go look at your post on their main page again. That's definitely the issue. So they came and they did a search. They pulled up your site, and the first thing they saw was heading on your posts. That's probably what it is. It probably is that simple, Jan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fix them for you. This might be one of the easiest ones for me yet.
Huh.
So I'm gonna go to text. I'm gonna go to blue. We'll leave that in there. That's even easier to read, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with this a little bit and just make it a little bit easier to read on some of the stuff. This is even the single bullet point. We'll change it. And what I recommend is, have you made a contact us?
I'm sorry.
Have you made a contact us? You have the contact us page. Do you have a contact us snippet at the bottom?
No, I don't.
Okay. You want to add these? I mean, you've been here for a while, and I just added it. You want to add one, so I'm going to create one for you. I'm just gonna have some fun with some formatting just to make it interesting to read and make it kind of flow a little bit better.
That's right.
And then I'm trying to do my best to make sure it's unique for you. I'm going to hyperlink that to your contact us page. And same here. Then you want to back this up.
Yes, I will.
And then you're going to add it to like all your pages. You can put this on there in the bottom.
Okay.
And when you do it, I like to do it this way. I line it right, and then I make it a heading. Now you can make it a heading, and I do a heading 4. So it'll look like that everywhere.
Okay, great.
So they're clicking through. There's always this thing they can contact us for more information, do all that, and it's there, right?
And put it on the bottom of every page, right?
Yep. But not your category pages.
Yeah,
Just offer pages and the post. So your post is now edited. I'll update. And now I'm going to go to the other post on the bottom because I got 2 pages open here. Edit this. And I'm gonna actually put it right here. On this one, I'm going to put it in 2 places. Heading 4. Line text right. And at the bottom again. So if you ever need it, it's on your post. You can go grab it there as well.
Okay.
And you want to use the same one throughout all the things. It kind of brands the pages to you. This is one of those things I've picked up along the way of studying and working on with people that are doing really good with Google AdSense. And I picked this up and I've been testing it and it's working great. So there's that. I'm going to round that picture. Make sure that hyperlink's somewhere. Perfect. Make that blue, break it up a little bit. Make that blue. Make these paragraph. Make it a paragraph. Make it blue. Just gonna look at just some spacing I saw. You learned on a typewriter like I did. Or you took my stuff I had before and thought, man, I still have them on pages, right? I have like the extra spaces because habit, right? Right. Update. Visit site. There. Looks a little different, right?
Yeah, looks much better.
Yeah. All right, Jan, I want to check one more thing or two. I'm going to go to your actual pages and see what they look like. Oh. Okay. So your awesome gifts goes to, and we got a couple of things here too. So I'm going to edit the page on your arts entertainment. You want to make sure nothing's bolded. So awesome gifts goes to another category page.
Awesome gifts goes to arts and
No,
entertainment.
it's a separate page. No, it's fine. I see it. That's fine. Yep. We had the same issues on these. Let me go back to awesome gifts. So it's the same thing on these pages. So you're going to need to go through all your pages, Jan. So awesome gifts. You have this like, see how this is,
Too much heading? Is that what you're saying?
it's all heading. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, spacing. Yeah, it's just, we're even the offer pages. They're not going to let us get away with the heading all the time.
So all of the pages should really be in paragraph, except
We're a
Go
little
ahead.
bit. Yeah, you're gonna be kind of like, yeah. I mean, you want to be using the headings as just emphasizing on things, not the bulk of the process. Like honestly, that's what it is.
Okay.
So that's even easier to read when I do it that way, right?
yes.
So I'm gonna visit the site, arts and entertainment. Let's look at your wine magic page. Yep, same thing.
Okay, I can go through all of those myself. That's all right.
Hey, I'll do a few more for you.
And nothing bold either, or just a few here and there?
Something's bold, but not the whole paragraph bold. If you're gonna bold a paragraph, you might as well make it like it's just how you use it, right? Like, and heading threes are a little more softer. And if you just like do the first sentence and make that bold, like this it'll stand out better. Watch, like blue's kind of hard to read when you do the whole paragraph in blue. So I'm gonna do it black, but if I just do this bold right here, and then I literally just go like this and just make it bullet points. People will scan. It's easier to read when you do that. And like this too, like if you just take it and make it black. Yeah, like this, you got points, and we can just you want to make it easy to skim and read. So if I go bold there, bold here, this will give me 3 of them. Then highlight the 3 and make it a list. Let's see, it might not like this picture there, so let me just drop that. Now I'll make it a list. Pictures are funny. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's there. So I just moved it out of the way. Now I'm going to put it back. And that needs to be rounded. Let's have fun with it. Um, that's weird on the format on this. You got the highlight on is all. I'm just gonna go black though. And go bold. Oh, that's the same thing. I don't know how that happened. Okay. What's that?
Better. Mhm.
We're gonna make that. Well, we can probably leave that as a 2. It probably should be a better 3, but let's see. You modify all these like this, or the changes we just made on the other stuff too,
Sure.
and then
I will.
for Google AdSense again, you should be fine.
Okay.
What's that?
Looks great.
So you want to go through all your pages like that and tweak that, and then you're good to go. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you, sir.
So, of course, yeah, all of them you just need to do that.
Okay, I will.
All right, and then after you apply for Google AdSense, I wouldn't know the outcome either way. Like,
Okay.
I'm 100%. We don't quit until we figure it out. But yeah, right. We just they're not gonna like your content because it's all bold, right? It's all heading. So we fix that. So and then reply back that you fixed it, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. And make sure you back it all up.
All right, I will. Thank you.
You bet. Okay, Stacy, who's next?
The next one on the list is Kim Raditz. And she was still on here. Let me look down.
I'm gonna make her a co-host.
Yep, she's still here.
All right, Kim. Let's go pull yours up.
she had commented on her form that the approval status needs attention, the ads text status not found. That is actually a common one I'm getting, especially on people that the ads text file is there and we've had Matt look at them. I've got that on a few people myself.
Let me, here, hold on a second. Okay, so, all right, so tell me, okay, so read that to me again.
Approval status needs attention, ads.text status not found. So to me, that would tell me that her text TXT file wasn't put in by Matt, but we've got a lot of people that are already having it in and it's suddenly not found, and Matt's looking and he still sees it. And Kim is unmuted. So Kim, did I have that right?
Yes, you have that correct.
Okay.
Would you email me your text file, Kim?
Okay. I know I didn't enter it in.
Let me go find it, Rory.
On our card.
That's what I was going to check. So Kim, where it would be is on your Google AdSense account. When you go to Google AdSense account, there's a place on there that you click on your site.
Kim, did you submit your text file for the tech to put it on?
Yes, I did. I gave it to Gloria and Gloria gave it to Nell.
Okay.
Plus, I've also received something about policies.
I need to know everything you've got.
Yep. Nell asked Matt to do it back on July 18th.
Yeah.
You want me to email it to you, Rory?
No, I'm on it.
Okay.
Please. I see it here, but I don't. Matt did it. This is done. Let me make a note on that. I'm gonna go look at the rest of it though. Let's okay, that's something I'm gonna have Matt check. We can get that fixed. That's when we put it in there, it's good. I mean, but we'll double check that. Anything like that, submit that to tech to get looked at. It should be on there. That's better safe than sorry. Have him check it. He knows where it's supposed to be. That's pretty simple for him. That being said, let's look at everything else. What did you get? Can you read it? Can you read me the latest on it?
The latest was the text. So I went back in and started doing other things on here to try and get it to be correct because others were like low volume.
Was it low content, low quality content or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Rory, we maybe want to have Matt look at everybody's, because I've got, Darlena's telling me that she's got 3 people with the same situation where the text file disappeared.
Okay, listen, we're going through a bunch of things on the servers.
Yep.
So could be something going on. So we don't need to have him look at everybody. Anybody that has the issue, submit it, just move it over.
Okay.
He like having him look at thousands and thousands of sites. Like if there's an issue, just submit it.
Okay.
As opposed to like everybody. I mean, that's this individual that comes on there. I mean, I'm in sites all the time that have Google AdSense. I haven't seen an issue on it, but if someone has that issue, submit it till we can find a common thing, and then we'll create code to go look for it. Just submit them there.
Okay.
That being said, you have some issues. Are you ready?
Okay,
Kim, on your arts entertainment page, and I'm going to go look at the more of them. We got the same thing. So it needs to be paragraph, and then you actually don't have enough content in these. And then look at this. So I'm gonna fix it, and you tell me how you look at it. And all your categories, you need to look what I'm going to change them to. So it's going to be a clickable link, and then a couple sentences or a mini paragraph, not one sentence or two. Like it needs to have more. It needs to look like an index item. Not just a sentence. I'm just throwing stuff in here. We got to say a little bit more. That makes sense. It needs more meat.
okay,
The next thing, like even this one needs more meat. This one needs more meat. And then this, we have the same thing. We can't be doing heading 3s on that. That's not an index item. Does that make sense?
yes,
Yeah. So things like this are going to cause an issue with the content because it's not a clear, like it needs to look just like an index, like it's specific. We got a paragraph on the top that talks about it, the items listed in this manner, and then a paragraph on the bottom. We can't have it look like a sales and marketing page. We can't have heading everywhere else. It's not supposed to be there. It's a set format. And so that one's easy for me to add more stuff to it for you. And then you need to make it on the other page too, or I'll do it. Hold on. Okay. See how it's a little bit more meat?
right,
This one looks better. A little bit more substance on some of them, but this one looks great.
Okay,
Again, we're getting a little short on these. You want it to be a little bit more of a like just a little bit more, like 3 sentences, 4, not 1 or 2. This looks good. This one looks fine. You could add a little bit more to it, but that's same thing here. You could add a little bit, like 1 more sentence to that one. Actually, yeah, again, that's fine. I think we're getting through most of them. Fine. A little light, probably okay. That's okay. Definitely okay. If you ever get a manual review, they'll look at a few and they see one problem, they're done. They're not going to keep looking at it. They see one problem. Their job is to find a reason not to give you approval. So that's their job. So like here, like this brain food for everyone, 1 more sentence, maybe. This is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. A little big on the, that's still fine. That's fine too. I actually think that's pretty much it, other than the TXT file. So I'm going to move your card over for Matt to look at that. And then apart from the other change we did, let me go look at your posts again. Yeah, Kim, I think it's really, I think that might be the only issue on that. Really, they saw that, didn't like it. Let me look at some of your other pages and how you did on those. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. Like this looks perfect. But if they just see one thing, they'll just write it off. Like sometimes, I mean, I've seen it where I changed the word from savings off the main post, and that got it fixed. That was it. I've had it happen many times. So it could just be one little thing. The TXT file, we got to get that checked out. So as soon as we know that's on there, that's reported done, go tell them you fixed everything.
okay.
I'm just going to glance at a couple of pages. I'll spot check this, but I mean, I'm not seeing anything. Like you're writing in the style that works. You're doing great.
I have a quick question for you, Rory.
Yeah.
Were you and I talking on Facebook Messenger today?
No.
I've been scammed.
Kim, there's somebody that's cloned my thing. It's not my site. They're not hacked into me, but they're doing a scam out there. Report it.
Because I took the whole entire message and saved it. And I even asked if it was you. And oh yeah, it's like you went down hard on me. Per the messages.
Will you forward it to me? I'll get Jim on it on our side here, but I can't do it. It's not my, they clone, I get cloned. That's what happens. Would you please send that to me, Kim? And I'm so sorry. My email, Kim?
Yeah, I'll need your email.
Well, that's there. Like, if anybody gets anything from me, like on Facebook, first of all, I mean, I'll quantify it, but I'm always going to drive to instructors. You can always ask, bring up questions like, and pretty much report it, but also look at it and make sure it doesn't have like a few followers. One thing they can't duplicate and clone unless they hack my account. My account's got a lot of protections on it, but if they don't hack my account, they're going to say like 0 followers, 0 stuff, and it just has my picture on it. Watch for that. Gosh, these hackers, I swear, I'm gonna find one of them one of these days.
Yeah, I just got my unemployment check and I went down to $34 left.
Okay, Jim, let's Yeah, I'm not sure what they did, but I want you to send me all the stuff. And you need to report all the stuff as fast as possible. But
To who?
all right. That being said, Kim, you have my email, right? Will you forward me everything?
Which email is that?
Use the Rory here, hold on.
Yep, Rory Private. I just sent you a message to see for sure if that was you.
Yeah, that makes me that's horrible. All right, we gotta get a message out on that.
I will send you the whole entire conversation.